You've probably heard of Andrew Tate, that rich guy who says horrible things about women, and who incidentally is now in a Romanian jail for alleged sex trafficking. Tate and his followers seem to be very fond of using the term The Matrix. But what does the 1999 movie have anything to do with Andrew Tate? Well, it's not just him, it's a common analogy used by his supporters and the far right. Even Elon Musk has got in on the act. Transphobia has been a huge weapon for the right, which is ironic as The Matrix was created by the Wachowski sisters, who were both trans. The films have been described by the directors as a trans allegory. Examples include the use of the red pill, which draws links to an actual red pill used for hormone therapy. So why are they using this phrase? Why are they creating this idea that the system is out to get them? Tate's last words before being escorted away in the back of a police car was that the Matrix was after him.
The Matrix has attacked me.
So according to him and those on the political right, the current system is out to get them. The system of neoliberal capitalism is after its own biggest proponents. These things don't make sense, yet it does for them. We need to break down exactly what they are referring to. It's clear that Andrew Tate's target audience is young straight men. This demographic, coincidentally, is also the most likely to fall down the far right rabbit hole. In an age where the idea of gender, of femininity and masculinity is becoming more fluid, the counterculture, which is being pushed by the right, is extreme toxic masculinity. The vulgar misogyny that's on display finds itself split between Tate fans who thinks it's a way of picking up women, and those who use the hatred of women as a front for being unsuccessful with them, also known as incels. In a world of misinformation, a combination of ultra-masculinity, a rejection of modern identity, and being promised that this behaviour somehow attracts women, it's plausible that some young men find this appealing. Of course, all that is rubbish. No one is threatening straight men. We have a system that is still largely dominated by them. Yet we find ourselves in a position where a myth has been created that it's the woke left and the LGBTQ community who are in control of our institutions, and good old conservative values are being crushed. This lie perpetuates the idea that we need to swing far in the other direction in order to save masculinity. In reality, masculinity is not being threatened. There is a difference between masculinity and toxic masculinity.
You're in a hell, and you're gonna die in a hell like the rest of them. Come on now, there's a cop across the street. You're like the rest of them.
Both men and women are victims of toxic masculine behaviour, the obvious example being domestic violence. Women suffer from everyday sexism, and men suffer from the narrow idea of what it is to be a man. Don't cry, don't show emotion, don't talk about your feelings. It's no surprise that the most frequent victims of suicide are men. Andrew Tate is exploiting the false idea that being a man is somehow being erased. However, he also has an economic incentive to push this kind of narrative. Young men with low self-esteem are actually great for him. He manipulates them and sells them an idea, making a profit off people's misery. His biggest business venture is Hustlers University, which users can sign up for, which in turn will miraculously make them rich. But it's just one big scam. The business is essentially his personality. His persona of leaning into anti-wokeness and his extreme misogyny appeal to made-up fears surrounding sex, gender, alpha males and beta males, coupled with a get-rich scheme that promotes selfishness and extreme individualism. Sound familiar in any way? Andrew Tate is quite literally a model byproduct of neoliberalism. Add in the horrific misogyny. This is a recipe for free market capitalism and prominent counterculture, which is seen as something new, which it very much isn't. We have somehow come to a point where a portion of the public believes that capitalism and the proponents of it are somehow rebels against the current system, which is capitalism.
What? What?
In reality, the Matrix is capitalism and Andrew Tate is Agent Smith.
Mr. Anderson.
This feeds into the idea that there is no alternative. Fake alternatives are being pushed, which is just more of the same. Andrew Tate is extremely rich. He benefits fine from the current system, yet millions who know that capitalism isn't working for us, desperately wanting an alternative, fall into the trap of charlatans like him.